right corner, close to the Maryland bench, sending it over left to right, and we are underway from rec call. Jenna Hampton on the receive, a back set to Rollins on the right side, and that's blocked at the net. Ranielle Jones and Sam Sire combining that time.
On every other attack attempt from Penn State so far, so living up to that mantra so far.
Dowler down the right side, Stark on the receive. Set over to Parker, left side, there's no block in that one. That goes into the feet of Sydney Dowler, and Penn State's on the board now. You go to the player that's been making it happen all year, that's Johnny Parker, and now back to serve is Donna Rollins down the right side, Sire on the receive, and now she comes on the attack of the left pin, and it's a pancake dig by Gomillion to keep it up, sent over by Nechaporica, and now a pass over to Parker, right side, Gomillion there on the dig. Ranielle Jones now with the tap over, and Blossom's there with the pass, and here's Hampton now over to Parker, and Gomillion once more. Nechaporica sends the free ball over, Hampton and Rollins kind of come together that time, and Parker one more time, cross court, Dowler's there. Sire taps it, and that time it'll finally fall as Johnny Parker will pick up the block. Sam Sire out of the right corner, sends it over, Hampton's there on the receive. Caitlin Horde down the middle, and Sire's there with the dig out of the back row. Ricks now at the right pin, a diving save by Blossom. Horde taps it over Jones, and it's a point for Penn State. Caitlin Horde picks up the kill, cuts the deficit down to 2. They trail 3-5 as Allie Holland will check in for Horde now. Back in that left corner in the alternate white top for the Terps. Sends it over, Rollins on the receive. Blossom the pass back to Holland, and oh my goodness, we might have the hardest kill of the night there as Allie Holland comes through the middle. Out of the left side, sends it over left to right. Rollins on the receive, and now it's a set to it running Johnny Parker out of the back row. It's overpassed over, and Allie Holland there with a little tap down. Out of the left corner, just in front of that Penn State bench. She'll send it over. Nechaporica on the receive, sends it back over though. Here's the chance for Penn State. Rollins left side, Gomillion there with a nice sliding dig. Now Sire blocked at the net there is Lexi Finnerty. Coming out of the left corner, sends it over. Stark on the receive. Rollins left side. Another bullet, that time coming off of Adana Rollins' hand.
Keeping their feet stapled in the back row, and they're just kind of leaning and reaching. If you just stay light on your feet, you'll be able to move laterally.
Dowler goes down the right side, received by Penn State. Now Parker with a tap at the left pin. It's kept alive and sent back over. There comes Horde down the middle. Caitlin Horde makes it 12-9. The deficit just down to 3.
And then when she saw the dump, she may have flinched a little bit and then started swinging her arms, thinking that it was going to come in a lot harder as we have trouble with the serve receive here and a free ball over.
Nechaporica out of the back row sends it over. Cassie Kirshen there on the receive. Now Stark down the left side, and that one will ricochet into the crowd. Angelina Stark with a bullet down the left side. The lead's down to 1.
Maryland starting to struggle a little bit with the serve receive, and it's giving Penn State optimal opportunities and a service ace.
And there's a service ace. Cassie Kirshen that time. She had it coming on that last serve.
Sire, 6 foot, Jones, 6'3". It's like a brick wall.
Here comes Stark down the left side, cross court, Gomillion with the up. Now a back set over to Ricks. It somehow creeps over, and now a quick set to Horde down the middle. Dowler with the dig. Now Nechaporica blocked at the left pin, tapped back over by Nechaporica. Now a quick set to Horde coming down the middle, and it's a kill for Caitlin Horde. We're tied back up at 13 now.
I do know something about basketball. Not much, but we're getting there.
Hampton now back on the serve here, and Sire on the receive. Now from the left side comes Nechaporica. Hampton able to keep it alive with a diving save, and Stark now taps it over from the left side. Dowler, or it was Nechaporica, excuse me, diving after that one. It crept over the tape but fell out of play. And now she's back to serve once more. Goes down that left side. Sire there on the receive. And now it's Ricks blocked at the net. Holland and Stark that time, and now Penn State's come alive here. They're up 15-13. Coming over right to left, goes down the left side, or towards the middle there. Gomillion on the receive. Nechaporica at the left side. Tapped over, but kept up by the Nittany Lions. Now Stark from the middle, tipped up at the net. Terrapins able to keep it alive as Nechaporica sends it down the left side. Blossom there on the dig, and now Hampton with a long back pass over to Stark, and a diving dig, that time by Gomillion. Nechaporica cross court. Hampton's there that time. Stark one more time, too strong with it. Sends it over the back right corner.
that she was just going to go in and absolutely tattoo the ball. Nope, took something off of it and found a small crease and was able to convert.
Gomillion on the serve, Rollins on the receive. Holland here with a bullet down the middle, kept up by Gomillion and somehow saved by the Terrapins, and a free ball is sent over. Quick set to Holland one more time, no stopping that one. As you mentioned, Menger has come in here. She'll come out of the left corner, goes cross court. Nechaporica on the receive, and now Sire with the attack from the back row. A diving Jenna Hampton able to keep it up. Holland one more time, taps it over down the middle, and Terrapins able to keep it alive. Out of the left corner, sends it over. Stark on the receive. Now over to Parker here, a tap down the middle. A pancake dig is not to be for Gomillion as it falls. Now Angelina Stark back to serve for Penn State. Out of the right corner, up 18-16 down the right side. Nechaporica with the receive. And now Sire from the back row. Hampton able to keep it up. An overpass comes back over. Now it's a back set. Hannah Thompson blocked at the net, but kept and covered by the Terrapins. Nechaporica taps it over. Parker there on the dig. Here comes Rollins. Left side through the block. And Penn State up 3 now, 19-16 the lead. As Paula Nechaporica sends it over out of the back row, and Stark's there on the receive. A setter dump that time by Blossoms, kept up by Thomas. Here's Sire. Left pin, tipped and kept up by the Nittany Lions, and Blossom one more time on that setter dump. Here's Finnerty now at the left corner, sends it over. Stark on the receive from the back row. Long cross-court pass to Rollins, and she goes back cross-court out of reach for Finnerty, and it's 21-18 Penn State here in set one. Blossom now out of the right corner for Penn State. Down the right side, it's somehow kept up by the Terrapins, and it's a free ball sent over by Nechaporica. It's set over to Rollins, cross-court one more time from the left side, and Adana Rollins with 2 straight beautiful kills for the Nittany Lions out of the right corner. Down the middle, it's received by Nechaporica. Now Sire left side, and Maryland right at a timeout, able to set up their offense cleanly, makes that deficit just down to 3. And now Sydney Dowler back to serve for the Terrapins. Goes down the right side, Stark on the receive. A back set to Rollins here, blocked at the right pin.
Maryland came out of the timeout guns a-blazing, and they're not done yet.
Dowler down the right side, Hampton's there on the receive. Here comes Parker, left side, blocked at the net once again. This time it's Layla Ricks.
It somehow trickled through the double block.
The point given to Penn State, and the kill to Johnny Parker. Now, here comes Nechaporica out of the middle. Received by Blossom, and now it's back over. Sire one more time. Blossom comes up on the dig. The pass by Hampton over to Parker at the 3-meter line on the right side, tipped at the net, and it falls, giving Penn State a 24-20 lead, putting them for the Nittany Lions. Out of the left corner, she goes cross-court. Nechaporica on the receive. A set over to Sire, taps it at the left pin. Stark comes running in with the dig. A back set to Parker, right side, and Nechaporica's there on the dig, and Sire once more taps it over. And that time it'll be kept up by Caitlin Horde there. Now Ranielle Jones out of reach that time for Gabby Blossom. She was able to get a piece of it.
It was just too late.
Rollins comes back in for Kirsch, as Sam Sire out of the right side for Maryland sends it over. Rollins that time on the receive, kept up by Blossom, pushed back over by Parker. Now it's over to Nechaporica, a bullet from the left pin, and Maryland comes storming down in Morgantown at the Mountaineer Invitational. Now we're back underway here as Sam Sire sends it over. Rollins that time on the receive. A quick set to Horde. Down the middle, kept up by Gomillion, and a free ball sent over by Sire. Back set. Here comes Parker, blocked at the net. Nechaporica and Ranielle Jones
doing everything you could possibly ask for. Good offense, good defense. Oh, my.
Here comes Horde. No stopping that one. And that'll do it here in set number 1. Penn State takes it 25-23.
Oh, my.
An absolute bullet. As Gabby Blossom heads back to the right corner to get set number 2 underway as Kaylee Thomas is there on the receive. Here comes Sam Sire with the attack from the left side. Dug by Stark, and here comes Parker. Cross-court tap. No one's there. And Penn State's off and running, up 1-0 to start set 2.
And she picked her spot.
Blossom once more down the right side. Thomas again on the receive, and here comes Sire once more, and Stark again on the dig. Here comes Rollins, left side, cross court, out of reach for Gomillion. Comes out of the right corner. She goes down the middle. Hampton's there on the receive. A quick set to Caitlin Horde, who comes right down the middle. As now Adana Rollins out of the right corner, floats it over. Sire on the receive, and now Sire comes with the left side attack. Hampton with another diving dig, and here's Stark, left pin, pushes it over, and now it's passed back over. Stark one more time, down the left line, and it catches it. Now Maryland trailing 2-4 here as Sam Sire comes back to serve. Hampton's there on the receive, a quick set to Horde. Oh my goodness! Hampton's back to serve once more for the Nittany Lions. Floats it over. Gomillion on the receive. A quick set to Jones. Blocked at the net. A solo block, might I add, for Allie Holland.
Of offense that Maryland has so far in this second set.
Here comes Hampton out of the left corner. Sends it over. Gomillion on the receive. And Nechaporka with the left side attack. Kept up by Rollins. Long cross-court pass over to Stark. Deflected and kept up by Sire. Nechaporka one more time. And Hampton that time not able to keep that dig attempt in play. Malign Gomillion out of the left corner. A knuckle serve sent over and received by Rollins. Here comes Holland down the middle, and it will not be saved that time by Gomillion. Menger checking in for Johnny Parker, and she's back to serve out of the left corner. Goes cross court, kept up by Sire. Here comes Ricks. It's blocked, but kept up by Penn State, and Allie Holland from her knees just floats it back over. Blossom went up like she was going to go slam it home, but it just fell. Penn State up 9-3 here as Menger sends it over. Sire again on the receive. Nechaporka there, but kept up by Hampton. My goodness. Here comes Rollins from the back row. Dowler's there on the dig on the right side. Now from the left side comes Nechaporka. It's blocked at the net. Tipped back up. Continues to serve. Penn State currently on a 3-0 scoring run. Sire again on the receive. Here comes Ricks down the right side and able to clip the corner. 4-10 as Kaylee Thomas here out of the left corner. Sends it over the tape. Stark there on the receive. A back set. Here comes Holland on the slide. It catches the back line. Checks in for Penn State. She'll be coming out of the left corner. A high dipping down serve. Kept up by the Terrapins. Here comes Nechaporka. Bilanovic out of the left corner. Sends it over. Thomas on the receive. And here comes Nechaporka from the left side. Blocked but covered by the Terrapins. One more time, Nechaporka. Bilanovic on the dig from the back row. Rollins left side. Sire out of the back row, able to keep it up. And there's another double touch. Bilanovic's back to serve. Sends it over left to right, or right to left, excuse me, from the left corner. Here comes Nechaporka at the left pin. And Maryland able to get on the board out of the timeout there. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Out of the right corner. Goes cross court. Stark there. A little trouble on the receive, and Penn State's out of system. Parker sends a free ball over from the back row. Back set here to Thompson. Blocked at the net. My goodness.
Kind of repeated myself, but it's great. Great defense.
Here comes Sire from the left side. Too strong. That time it goes over the back. 16-5 now the lead as Holland that time opts for a bit more of a float serve. And here comes Sire. Tipped at the net, and no Nittany Lion is back there in the back row.
Once it got deflected, they kind of second-guessed themselves and caught themselves leaning forward.
Here comes Rollins left side, and there's another kill. Here comes Blossom down the right side. Thomas on the receive. Pass over to Sire there. Stark with a diving dig. And Hampton has to run up and tap it over. Jones taps it back over, but Stark's there. A quick set to Horde. Kept up by Thomas. Gomillion with the pass over to Nechaporka from the back row. It catches the back line.
Just finds the ground. It's a great job.
Dowler sends it over for the Terrapins. Horde blocked at the net, but sent back over and covered by the Nittany Lions. Here comes Jones down the middle, kept up by Hampton. Parker from the left side blocked and covered once again. A diving Blossom taps it over. Rollins able to just push it over. And now Sire. Too strong from the left pin. Lead back down to 9 here. 17-8 the Nittany Lion lead as Dowler goes cross court. Nice receive by Rollins. Here comes Parker left side into the block. Wow.
You saw that thing take off.
Kirshen here sends it over, and a little bit of an overpass, dumped back down. Angelina Stark.
You can't give a Penn State team like this an overpass.
Kirshen one more time, a service ace for Cassidy Kirshen. She's done it all night long from that service line.
Her serves are really, really hard to return because they float, the bottom falls out, and they flutter.
Sire, left pin, blocked at the net by the two All-Americans, Johnny Parker and Caitlin Horn. Heads back to serve out of the left corner. That's kept up by Stark. No service error that time. Parker with the attack from the right side, kept up by Sire. Now Sire from the back row. A bullet is dug up by Hampton, and now Rollins with a pushover from the back row. Here comes Sire, another pushover from the back row. And Parker now from the middle, blocked and covered that time by Penn State. Here comes Stark, left pin, a little tap over. It catches the hardwood. Quinn Menger checks in, and she'll head back to serve for the Nittany Lions out of the left corner. She's had success from the service line, and it continues tonight here. A service ace for Quinn Menger to its feet, and Menger out of the left corner. Here it comes. Received by Sire. Nechaporka left pin, and that's an error on the part of her, and that'll do it here in set number 2. A set to forget for Maryland. Machine going as set number 3 is underway by Dowler, who sends it over down the right side. A set over to Parker, and we're off and running. We'll continue to serve for Maryland out of the right corner. Going cross court, Hampton's there on the receive. A back set to Parker, taps it over, Gomillion there. Sire trying to keep it up. It heads into the head official at the net there. She'll be coming out of the left corner in front of the Nittany Lion bench. Knuckles it over, and it's a service ace for Jenna Hampton. Gomillion not able to receive that cleanly, and we're tied up at 3. Night after that one. And make that 6 for Penn State, and we're tied back up at 4 as Gomillion heads over, sends it over. Rollins on the receive, a quick set to Holland, and it'll ricochet and pinball off a couple Terrapins, but eventually go down.
Is that good?
I think that's pretty good. Parker now with the serve over. And here comes Ricks there, a little too strong from the right pin.
That's just the way your body's going, that you have to follow through with it. But if you get any chance to free ball it over in an awkward spot, you just got to go do it.
Hampton with a running save there. And now it's pushed back over, an attack here for Lewis. Blocked by Stark, but covered by the Terps. Sire, one more time, blocked and covered once more. Here comes Nechaporka from the left side, blocked and covered again. Nechaporka one more time, a diving Hampton keeps it up, and a free ball is sent over by Parker. Nechaporka one more time, blocked, and it's covered again. Nechaporka this time opting to just push it over. Here's a pass over to Stark, left side and down. What a rally, and Angelina Stark puts a cap on it. Now the right corner goes cross court. Stark's there on the receive. Pass over to Rollins. Blocked at the net. Kara Lewis. It's a lot of fun.
It's quite fun.
Nechaporka gets it over. Stark there on the receive, and Hampton with a long back pass over to Rollins left side. And it falls back on the Maryland side, getting it through the block.
A little bit and then just fell.
Holland here with the serve over, and Sydney Dowler with a setter dump there, but kept up by Penn State. Horde this time, no stopping that one, off the arms of Gomillion. Just in front of that Penn State bench out of the left corner, bullet serve, catches the back line. It's another service ace for Allie Holland, and she replaces Milan Gomillion. She's back to serve out of the right corner. Down the right side, it's kept up by Rollins. Blossom has to run all over the place to go get that one. It's eventually sent over by Rollins, and a miss on the set there by Dowler.
Overran, but tried running in and then just a little too far.
Blossom out of the right corner, sends it down the right side. Thomas there with the receive. Sire on the attack there, blocked but covered by the Terrapins. Nechaporka that time with a bullet all the way from the back row. Coming out of the right corner here for the Terps. Clips the tape, but kept up there by Stark. A pass over to Parker, left side, and she was all alone that time.
Do you want to go middle or do you want to go cross court? It's like you have the decision to make.
Kirshen's back in. She sends that one over, and now it's received by the Terps, and a bullet off the arm of Sire. Sire coming out of the right corner on the Maryland side. Goes cross court. Rollins on the receive. A quick set to Horde. Blocked at the net. Kept up, though. Here comes Stark. That's blocked and covered once again by the Nittany Lions. Parker right side, and a beautiful dig by Sire. Pass over to Nechaporka, blocked at the net. That's not covered, though, by the Terps, and it's 13-10. Just in front of that Penn State bench in the left corner, goes down the left side. Sire on the receive. Pass over to Nechaporka, blocked at the left pin, but covered by the Terps. It's Nechaporka one more time. No block that time. A beautiful kill by Nechaporka. Goes cross-court into the...
You just hit it to where nobody was. Good job.
Milan go million there. Cross-court received by Stark. Back set over to Parker on the right side. Oh, my goodness. But that call fell awfully quiet that time as Menger sends it over. Nechaporka pushes it over. Back set to Holland on the slide, taps it over. Nechaporka able to keep it up. And now she has the attack from the left pin going cross-court once again, out of reach.
And, you know, take away that area because she's good enough where she can go anywhere, but she's been really feasting on the cross-court, but closer to the center.
Here comes Stark from the left side. It catches the back line. Stark back to serve here for the Nittany line. She pushes it over, received by Thomas. Here's Nechaporka. Hampton's there that time on the dig on the cross-court attempt. Rollins here. Just a little tap over. Go million on the dig. Here comes Nechaporka. One more time. Blocked but covered. Here comes Lewis down the middle with the pushover. Blossoms there on the dig. Rollins from the left side. Cross-court. It catches the right side out of reach for Go Million.
Offense, they've been serving well. They have 7 service aces tonight. They just got to keep it going.
Stark here out of the left corner sends it over. And a setter dump that time by Dowler out of reach for Johnny Parker. Gabby Blossom, which I believe leaves Johnny Parker mainly as the true setter in this formation as it's sent over. And Parker with a double touch that time. And it is back to serve for Maryland, kind of out of the right middle corner. Stark there on the receive. Blossom with a cross-court pass over to Rollins.
That's tough.
It was a beautiful play, and now Allie Holland, who's got a couple service aces on the night, sends it over. No service ace that time as Sire down the left side with the attack. As Holland comes from the right corner, Thomas there on the receive. Sire here, blocked at the net, and Go Million keeps it up with what looked like her face maybe. Stark there on the dig. Rollins from the left pin. It's blocked and deflected back off of Rollins.
Keeping the ball alive for your team. That was a well done, that was really a good job.
Finnerty comes in for Go Million and sends it over. Parker here from the right side, taps it. Sire tried to keep it up, not knowing Finnerty was diving behind her, and it's another kill for Johnny Parker. Gabby Blossom out of the right corner, goes down the right side. Thomas is there on the receive. A back set to a sliding Jones, and not able to hit that one cleanly. It goes out of bounds on that right side where she was.
For 4 years, and yeah, but Penn State's loaded at every single position, and her absence it's missed, but it's not worrisome.
Sire with the left side attack there. Out of the right corner she comes, and it's kept up by the Terps. Sire one more time from the left side, kept up by Stark. Rollins pushes it over. Here comes Jones down the middle. Blossom's there. It's kept alive by Blossom and Parker, but out of the right corner goes cross court. Rollins is there on the receive, setting up the offense. It's Horde, and a rare miss hit there by Caitlin Horde. Lead just down to 4, 21-17. Now Hampton's there on the receive. Here comes Parker, left side, blocked but covered. Horde tries to push it over.
And it was just impressive.
Back to Maryland, Penn State. We are as Dowler sends it over. And Parker with a tap over. A running Nekaporovich keeps it up. Sire from the left side. Stark's there on the dig. Hampton with the pass over to Parker from the 10-foot line on the right side. Pushes it over. Go Million. Now over to Sire. Left side attack, and there's no one home in that back left corner.
Never count out because they just simply don't quit.
Dowler once more from the right corner. Rollins is there on the receive. A quick set to Horde, and that catches the right line. Out of the left corner, she's had success at the service line, and Sire kind of locked up that time, but she comes with the left side attack, pushes it over. Blossom's there on the dig. Hampton with the pass over to Parker. Right side goes cross court. It catches that back line.
It's two.
My apologies there. I got excited. Here comes Sire, deflected at the net. It's kept up there at the time by Penn State. Here comes Stark. Kept up by Maryland, and here comes Sire now. Blossoms there on the dig. Hampton with the pass over to Parker from the right side, taps it over. Gomillion comes sliding in to keep it up. Here comes Ricks, too strong from the right side, and now Cassie Kirshen heads back to serve. Cross court received by the Terps. Jones down the middle and into the chest of Jenna Hampton. Sire out of the right corner, goes cross court. Kirshen's there on the receive. Blossom with the setup to Stark, cross court and down, Angelina Stark. And Penn State brings out the broom, sweeping the Terrapins. They take set 3.